real talk?
Real talk means opening yourself up.
Real talk is failing.
Real talk, telling things as they are.
Being really direct with things too.
How did you grow your business? Do you have any hacks, tips, or tricks?
I don't think there's like one simple hack for growing your business. What I will say is that it's a big experiment. Going into business is experimenting with everything and being willing to experiment with all those things. And for me, one of the things that I experimented with was all the relationships I could have. Like, what are all the ways that I can have synergies with chocolate? Can I have synergies with whiskey, synergies with wines? I was looking for anyone that needed chocolate. I showed up at company meetings. We would do it with people that were in London, other countries. I would wake up at 3 a.m, get on the call and talk to them about tasting chocolate. So what are all the things that you can bring in from relationships to create experiences for your customers to want to engage on your product?
We grew our business very organically, starting with our location. We found a really beautiful storefront on Ventura Boulevard in Studio City, which is extremely walkable. We put a lot of intention into the store itself to make sure it was attractive, clean, beautiful. For my brother, his landscape drawings on one wall, that's how he got his business going. People saw it and they inquired, what are these beautiful drawings? Having the physical presence was really big for our beginning.
We grew our business in several different ways. And I think the 1-2 punch approach that we had was, number one, to get out in front of the people, the public, the customers. No matter what kind of business you are, if you started a clothing company, a chocolate company, or a gifting company like us, you still got to get out there and be with the people. And I think when we first did our first few pop-ups, it was validating and it was revenue generating, and it really created a relationship, especially with local customers, to support you. We gave people bounce back coupons to come to our website. So that's like number one, a great hack and a good trick for new business owners to do.
To any business or any work, so that's become my work philosophy. Doing stuff that has to be done but done well. So really putting yourself to the grind and figuring out, okay, what parts of this is working, what's not working.
And I think for us, for the type of business that we run, that in-person presence is extremely important. We have to be explaining what our products are, how they're made.
What grew my business the most is just showing up and being consistent, whether you're comfortable going on Instagram Lives or just doing Reels or TikToks, going with the flow of the algorithm. Just post when you feel authentic about posting.
So my best advice for anyone starting a new business is to get in front of the camera. I think that in this whole social media ruled culture that we're in the middle of, it's so important to share your story and show your authenticity. For us, it was really hard actually to feel comfortable doing that.
It's like we had to give the gloss, we had to give the polished look, and we weren't sure if people cared about that.
Yeah. And once we did start doing that, things started to turn around really quickly for us, and our following kept growing really organically.
Yeah. Really important thing for growing the business is communication, internally and externally. When you go to school, university for things like with my degree in landscape architecture, they don't teach you employee management. They don't teach you business management really unless you go for school for that. If you have a creative thread in your body and you want to bring it forth, you push on that first, and then the other things fall into place, I'd say. Stay within your means, not overspend and get yourself in tons of debt. And meeting money is one of the hardest things. I think money management is really difficult for creative artists because you can put all your passion into one project and really not pay attention to the revenue or if it's going to bring money back.
For scaling my end of the business really was the demand. I'm very fortunate in the sense where we started, and I think the growth was really easy to keep up with until it wasn't. We got very, very, very busy. So our business doubled in size. And so at that point, I think the business was running me. I wasn't necessarily running it.